As was suggested in my last video, where is Omni Navigation? Even going to show up today? There we go. As was suggested in my last video, this is a great start. Today I'm doing Route 135 from Oringa Mall. That's right, America then. Mall. 135, and we're doing it in this bus here, which actually comes with the map. This is the modified version of the Eclipse I talked about in the last Manly video. 135, where are we? Yeah, we'll take that one. Boom. And this map, I'm just still absolutely amazed by the Omni Navigation integration, which is still the best thing to say. Upon spawning in this map, I found out very quickly that you couldn't actually spawn in these places. In the places where some of the routes start, which is a bit of an issue for me. But that's not too much of a problem really. You just have to spawn in the depot and drive there. Also, I'm going to apologise now for any background noise. Today it is the hottest day in the history of everything ever. You can hear a child outside, I'm sorry about that. I think it's like 29 degrees, something stupid like that. And I did have a fan on, but I'm gonna have to just like painfully die while recording this video because it's so hot. Right. I think we're going to the North Fort, sorry. Yes we are. I'm gonna move that camera down there. No, I'm not. That's a weird camera. So yeah, as I said, this isn't the best bus, but this was created in OMSI 1. So yeah, considering, that's pretty good. I was requested to do this route because it shows more of the sort of up-to-date parts of the map. Yeah, basically good to go. So this isn't actually where we start. We start around the corner at stand B, I think. Oh, crying out loud. Oh no, there's people here waiting to get on. I've got to turn off Steam again because I'm so professional. Hello. Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
You may have a ticket.
Yeah, no, I'm going in, so my bus, thanks, man.
Yep. Alright, let's be off. So yeah, this is just to show off some of the better bits of the map, because last route was fairly, I don't want to say bland, but it was a straight line the entire way, which some people are a fan of, but personally I am not. So the map maker nicely commented on the video and recommended this route to me. I showed off a little bit of the mall in the intro there. You don't really get to see much of it through the intro, but it is a magnificent place. It is absolutely incredible. The way it's put together, the way it's assembled is very, very nice. Actually, we're going to stop at these traffic lights so quickly. Give you a quick peek. There's the depot across there, by the way, which is where I spawned in, because when I spawned in originally, it just fell through the world uncontrollably. So this is the depot, and it's looking very good. There is actually a bus that spawns here, and as you can see, drives around, which is very, very little detail, and it's very, very nice. That bus obviously comes down here, and then exits the depot through this very, very nice thing here, and onto the main roads. So yeah, this giant complex here is the mall. It's absolutely massive, and most routes go inside the mall here through the target area where we started. Right, we're good to go. Looks like. So I've said it before, and I say it again. This map is very, very impressive considering the time it was made. Back in OMSI 1 days. I presume I stop at this one? No? Nope, there's nobody here. Alright, so you can also hear an ice cream van. As I said, it's ridiculously hot. I am actually late. He's been thinking I was early. No. Boy, was I wrong. Our traffic lights do say go. But there's a man in the road right now, so feeling like that's not the best option. They don't say go, and I could very well be in the wrong lane. I am. but it's a bus lane, so. I had a bit of trouble with the traffic lights here last time. I was able to actually close OMSI. Not completely, but like minimize it, go into my stream, change the title, and be back, and the traffic lights still hadn't changed. So apparently they're set correctly, but they are a little bit slow. They should work though. Also, a lot of AI cars roaming around this map. You can see them stacking up behind here. I don't know if that's because of my OMSI settings. That's just because of the map. I tend to have my settings quite high in OMSI, so who knows. And there's the ice cream van. Stopped in my video, god dang it. I've been trying to record this all day and there's no way, there's no time that I found that's not going to happen. Are you going to stop right outside the house? You are as well, literally stopped right outside. How rude is that? Jeez. You see how I was saying earlier about these traffic lights? Yeah, taking a little bit of a while, but they do work. I'm going to be very late. I'm nearly 3 minutes late now already. So should probably mention, thank you very much, Riley, for commenting. Yeah, Stagecoach is not an Australian company, but I didn't have any repaint at the time of recording the last video. But this is the official Australian repaint thingamabob. NSW on the bus. Transport Sydney buses. Oh, this is also this map is also based on a real. I'm just gonna go because I'm bored of waiting. On a real place, done to the best way possible that you can do in OMSI. So obviously not everything's possible in OMSI, so you have to do it as best as you can, you know. I think this is a bus lane, so yeah, I'm just gonna sneak past here. And you can see what I mean about the mirrors though. At the time, this kind of mirror was like the standard. It's a little bit 2D, a little bit funny shaped, but once again, I'm really excited for Act 3 of this map, I must say. Act 3 is in the works, adding even more onto Act 1 and 2, somehow. A lot is already in here, and more is being added as we speak into Act 3. It's getting kind of... it's so hot in here, I can actually... I think my computer's burning a little bit, but that's fine. Right, beginning to smell. Right. Hello, hello, hello. Yep, there you go. There's your my bus. So yeah, earlier I was saying that this route goes down the newer sections of the map. Where we are now is not far from the mall. I have no idea if this is part of one of the newer, you know, the newer section of the map. But I guess we'll find out. This could be from Act 1, it could be from Act 2. I feel like as we get further and further away from the mall, it gets more and more sort of newer, I think. I don't remember if the mall was in Act 1, don't sue me. It could have been, it couldn't have been. I'm not sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Another topic I want to talk about real quick. Currently my channel is not in a state, but in a bit of a good mess. I'm not really sure if anybody wants me to record an entire map, or to continue as I have been doing, just doing snippets of different maps here and there, with live streams when I'm very fancy, which is what I've been doing so far. I was thinking about completing an entire map, because a lot of people tend to do that sort of thing. And that does make sense. But I quite like the idea of not knowing what's coming. You just get bang OMSI video or bang live stream. But if anybody has any map suggestions or any recommendations, anything they'd want me to do, then just comment them below. Hell, I might ever do this map. Might finish this map. Who knows? Right, we're coming up to Codamine Street, I think. Oh, yep. I'm going to assume that this is definitely part of the newer section of the map, just by looking at the bus stop, because the last route was one of the first routes to be put into the map, and we didn't have anything like that in terms of bus stops. It was quite simple. We can definitely see the development. Down here, my primary complaint is still here with this map. Where that you can just see down, hang on, I'll stop here and show you again, like in previous video. But you can just see the dead ends that aren't being used. Like down here, for example, there's no illusion that it wraps around or anything. But hopefully for Act 3 that'll be fixed. We can only hope. Right, these cars seem to be a little bit more forward than I am. But that doesn't matter. Are these guys walking to my bus? Is that... You are! You guys are willing to travel a long way to get the bus. Jeez. What are these Australians like, eh? Where are yous? Hello! And wait for the other two.
Hello, how are ya?
Hey mate, I'll just grab up my bus quickly. Thank you.
You're welcome. Once again, I didn't check how long this route is. This route is about minutes long. Oh, I should probably like stop the bus. It's about half an hour-ish, this route. Not bad, not bad. I've also noticed that about the map. Yeah, this is definitely one of the newer sections. If you remember the last video, pedestrians would just happily waltz into the street and not give... they wouldn't even think twice about it, and I'd happily run them over. But now it's been fixed. They actually stand on the sidewalk, or on the pavement if you're British. Before getting on the bus. Lane changing, you just saw, like a little while ago, you saw a car that just like changed lanes, similar to the way they do in X10 Berlin. I think that's an OMSI bug, not a bug with the map, but I could very well be wrong there. It does happen in quite a few maps, but it's very selective about when it does that. Bingley, open 7 days since 1957. Right, let's get a move on. So I can definitely say already I'm preferring this route to the last one. Which means progress is definitely being made between Act 1 and Act 2. Then we can just see what progress is being made in Act 3. Oh, bus stop here. Now I know this is based on a real place in Australia now. I know it's based on geographical location, but I'm not sure where. I'm going to assume from this repaint here.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi. If I go up a little bit, it says Transport Sydney Buses. So that's where I'm going to presume this is based on. Lovely, lovely Sydney. Is there a bus stop here? No. Okay. Sometimes Omni navigation's a little bit dodgy and just doesn't show bus stops for unknown reasons. Hopefully they'll come up with a fix for that. Right. Cool. This is a nice little road. I quite like this road.
Good day.
I like the more Okay. Okay. Yeah, I like the more suburban-y kind of maps and roads. Excuse me. Rather than the big ones. I find it a bit more interesting to drive around. A little bit more challenging. For example, this ridiculous corner here, which I say it's ridiculous, but I absolutely love it. Kind of maps that I like. I'm not really a massive fan of countryside maps. This one basically hits the nail on the head because it has kind of a mix between everything. Right, coming to Hill Street. There's a fair few AI buses roaming around as well. That's a bit weird. Oh, is that an Australian thing? Only one side goes at a time. If this was the UK, both sides would be going right now. Ah, it's interesting. What bus is that? That's the something. I didn't get to see it. (144). The bus is mounting the pavement. Again, is an OMSI bug from OMSI 1, and as well as them indicating the wrong way. So that can't be helped. Oh, this is a bus stop. Oh boy. Okay.
G'day.
Hey, mate.
My bus
On we
one,
go.
please. Thanks, man.
Something else that's changing with the channels slightly. I'm not sure how much you'll be able to notice, but there might be a slight, ever so slight quality drop from my videos, because I am now recording with OBS rather than with Shadowplay as I was before. I was recording a lossless quality before, whereas now I'm not, because the file sizes were getting ridiculous and I couldn't spend that long uploading to YouTube. Because recording in lossless quality, it was like, my previous video was like 10 gigs or something like that, and then pushing that through editing software brought it down to like 6 gigs, and then uploading 6 gigs to YouTube takes like 4 hours, and I can't go through that every time. So yeah, I'm using OBS now. That guy just disappeared. Yeah, there's a few small higgles like that. That is not a hill, that's a cliff. What is... Hang on. Just gonna go back for a second. That is... Wow! Jeez! You Australians don't mess about, do you? That is definitely a cliff. That is not a hill. On any level. Wow. Alright. One little bus, you can make it. Guys going over the other side, like, whew. They don't need to focus on getting up the hill. They just fly down. Oh, quite a few people here. See, this is kind of the suburbs of the map.
Hello, mate. Thank you.
Looking very, very nice.
One, please, mate. Thank you.
Down the road, please. Thank you.
Can I please have a pensioner ticket?
And we're off again. If nothing else, this map does... I can't remember what I was going to say that. Oh, sound packs and ticket packs very, very nicely. Very, very, very nicely.
G'day, how are ya? Hello. Hi.
Those are done perfectly. And also the balance between everything is done quite well.
Round the corner, please. Thank you.
Right. Well, this is a bit awkward. Am I going to be stuck here forever now? Yeah. Yeah, again, I apologise for any noise. There's children outside. Apparently motorbikes outside, just by the sounds of it. You're just going to go whenever you fancy, aren't you? Lovely. Smooth across the roundabout for the most part. I'm loving the outdoor sound effects today. I can't even shut the windows because if I did shut the window, I would cook.
Thank you.
I would just turn into a roast chicken.
Thank you.
Oh, another cliff. Oh, okay. That really is a sharp one. Came up to Manly Wharf, which is where we started the last route. Oh, people need to get off here. Didn't look soon enough. So we started the last route. This is the laggiest part of the map. Like I said last time. It's where most routes go. Not every route goes to the... I think most routes go to the mall, but not all of them. Righty. Hello. Everybody off. One child ticket coming your way. There you go. Oh, does this old lady want on? She does. Sorry. My bad. I'll take the blame for that one, I guess. Next time it's your fault. This area of the map is definitely from Act 1. And I must say, even though it's from Act 1, which means from OMSI 1, it still looks very, very good. Like, still. Textures are a little bit low res, but as a whole, this area still looks incredible. Especially from the bus here. I'm not turning, which means I'm in the wrong lane. But that's fine. I'm gonna pretend that means go anyway, because I don't want to be late. So I know that timetabling is a little bit of an issue on this map. You have to be like quite fast, quite speedy in order to succeed. Right, that lady wants to go off at the next stop. Remember that this time. So you can see a few buses down here. Usually there's a few more in this, but there's one here. 145 parked up for its departure. You have to be quite gentle on this map, which I'm not used to because I'm never gentle with buses or anything. There's quite a few sort of sharp, steep turns and stuff like that. Like the road dip kind of there. And I'm sure this hill is going to be quite... What am I indicating? Yeah, quite steep. So you have to be kind of gentle while going up these things. Unlike me, who's kind of a rough maniac. Hell-bent on breaking every single bus he gets his hands onto. Yeah, you can tell this is from obviously the Act 1 version of the map, because people are standing in the road like lunatics. People don't care about the pavements.
Can I get in my... Thanks, mate.
Can I? Thanks.
My bus one, please.
There you go. Lovely. Might do a nice left turn here. Lovely. Wonderful. There's some trees in the road here, but I'm gonna let that slide. So there's a few little bits and bobs to this map that I'm hoping will be fixed for Act 3. Like the trees, for example. But they're quite minor, which kind of make the map feel unfinished, like I said last time. That was my fault. Because I am not paying attention at all. It's so hot, I cannot even begin to tell you. I'm not paying any attention to this game. But I have to get this recorded. Have to. Hopefully I should be back with live streaming next week-ish. Because the reason I haven't been doing it is because of illness and exams, primarily. But I can't be ill forever, and exams can't go in until I die. So, yeah, exams will be over. Live streaming shall return. How I think most of you actually found this channel, through live streams. Also, we're not too far off 100 subscribers, so let me know what do you want to do for that, or what would you like me to do? Because you know we gotta celebrate, we gotta party. Might just cover an entire map in one video. That'd be interesting. Supposed to do all the routes in one video. Oh, I'm actually supposed to be stopping here. Told you I'm really unfocused. That's not the map, that's me. I'm just I'm so out of it today. I think I'm just enjoying the scenery mostly. I'm looking around quite a lot, not really looking for the bus stops. Because it is such a unique map. Because no other map in OMSI will ever look like this, or has done so far. There are no textures that are even similar to this in any way. And it's so odd and so exquisite at the same time. It's lovely. It's really, really nice. There's a few rough patches like that, for example. A little bump went over, but that wasn't a sneeze. I don't know if you can even hear that with the mic. Hay fever season is upon us. The worst of all the illnesses. Right, this is the hospital. Well, it was back there somewhere, I think. Oh no, we passed it a while ago. See, told you, really unfocused. But yeah, we're coming up to Quarantine Station. That's a big dip in the road. That's a really, really big dip in the road. For some reason. Are these? Oh, they are. They're bumps. I didn't think they were bumps. I thought they were like little crossings. Something I should also mention is I know this is a new section of the map, but it feels detailed, but also under detailed, because it feels detailed looking ahead, but as soon as you look sideways, you see there's nothing behind the trees, which again comes back to my original issue of nothing down the side roads. But just like more tree density, I think, or something like that, so you can't really see behind the trees, or just the backdrop behind them would actually fix the issue completely. and it would all be, as far as I can see, perfect down here. Oh yeah, there's a massive sign that says bumps there. I should really have paid attention to that the first 20 times it happened. Oh, it's the first time it's happened in a while. We are coming up to the end point pretty soon. The terminus for this route. So this route I think was much better than last route. There's definitely improvements in the map from Act 1, without a shadow of a doubt. Obviously with any map there's room for improvement. But yeah, I feel like the only things that are missing from this map are the little touches like AI cars spawning in front of you and the little backdrops and stuff. And this map for me would be basically almost perfect. There's a few little things that OMSI does that you can't really fix, but that's an OMSI issue, not a map issue. So yeah, this way we turn around, apparently. Yeah. There's always that one. There's always that one little guy, isn't there? Always that one, always complaining. You're too early. You know what? You're too early.